Yo, 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 fight fans, are you ready? The time is now. UFC 262, guys, is here. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your takes on some of these fights. Um, I'm looking forward to the main event, the co-main event. Prelims, not so much. We got some good fights on here. But most importantly, I think there's a lot of for DraftKings purposes, I think I'm going to leave a lot of money on the table. So we're going to break this down fight by fight. And that's it, guys. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, join the Discord, dfsclub.com, guys, where you get all my input, my lineups, cheat sheets, ownership. I got you guys. So let's kick this off. Let me bring it up. Topology here. All right, so 12 fight card. First up, we got Soriano versus Christos Giagos, guys. So DraftKings purposes, Soriano 7.1K. Christos is 9.1K. It took him a minute here to price this freaking fight. I don't know why, but quick breakdowns, guys. I do very quick breakdowns. So if you want the 2-hour breakdown, there's a million other videos there for you. You can go check those guys out. I just get to the point. I pick the winners, and that's it. So here we go. So Soriano, he's back in the UFC after going 0-3. They brought him back. He doesn't know how to take. He gets taken down at will. I'll say that. Horrible takedown defense, guys. He's coming in on short notice, but is that even a thing anymore? Because we saw what happened to last week when a certain fighter came in on short notice and beat the hell out of Cowboy. So it could be a thing, could not be a thing. Some of these guys just stay in shape year round. Christos, he's a grappler, he's a wrestler. So here's where I think he has the edge here. The only problem is he slows down in fights. He has a kind of I wouldn't say poor gas tank, but questionable gas tank. He goes for takedowns. Straight grappler. Give me Christos here, but 9.1K, I don't know about that, guys, because I think this might go the distance. If it does, you sure as hell don't want a 9.1K fighter on your roster. And it goes to the distance. You get maybe the only thing that would help would maybe be all the takedowns and the control time. But other than that, you kind of want 100 and something. You want to finish. So for me, for DraftKings, this is a fade fight, but I got to pick a winner. It's going to be Christos. And for wagering, I would definitely take that this fight goes to, I would take Christos. The fight goes to the judges. Goes the full distance, guys. All right, next up. Man, some of these are just bad. We got Kevin Aguilar versus Tucker Lutz, man. Kevin Aguilar, 7.9K on DraftKings. Tucker Lutz is 8.3K on DraftKings, coming off the Dana White Contender Series. Kevin Aguilar is a striker. He has good boxing. He has some vicious shots, man. He's powerful. He has good takedown defense. His chin's just a little questionable. He's 32 now. I know that's, not old by any means, but it seems like the later he's getting in his career, his chin's giving out on him. Tucker Lutz, striker, grappler, good overall, just fighter. His takedowns though are vicious, man. He goes for like WWE body slam takedowns, which is kind of fun to watch. But his gas tank, I'd say, kind of questionable. He's kind of let's look here. Decision, and then so 2 Dana White Contender Series, 2 decisions, and then down in these other organizations, he has some knockouts. So give me Tucker Lutz here at 8.3K, but I think it goes to the judges also. So for 8.3K for Tucker Lutz, I don't mind it if you want to roster him because, that's a cheap price tag. Kevin Aguilar's on a 3-fight losing streak. Let's go. Give me some Tucker Lutz here at 8.3K. Not a fight I'm really excited about. And then we got this one right here. When I saw the DraftKings prices for this fight, I laughed out loud, literally laughed out loud. You got Gina Mazzani, 9.3K on DraftKings. Yes, you heard that correctly. 9.3K on DraftKings versus Priscilla, a.k.a. Priscilla Catch a Beating. She has that nickname because she can take a beating. and keep coming forward. That's what she does. She's only 6.9K on DraftKings. Gina Mazzani, I'm not impressed. She beat Rachel the Ostrich, who's a Instagram model. Other than that, she's looked terrible. She's looked absolutely terrible in her UFC career. Yeah, I know she's with James Krause. I know she has a new camp, but Mazzani's not 9.3K worthy at all. No freaking way. I mean, she doesn't like to get hit. Gina Mazzani. She's a striker. Her grappling is improving. She's going to have to try and take Cachoeira to the ground to win this fight. And in order to do that, she has to get in close. And that's where it's going to be a problem for her. Priscilla catch a beating. She's a brawler. She has a great chin. She's taken punches from a lot higher competition than Gina Mazzani. She's a powerful striker, man. But she has no takedown defense to speak of. So I think the plan here for her, hopefully she worked on that. But second of all, if Gina's going to try and take her down, she's going to make her pay. And like I said, Gina doesn't like to get hit. Give me Priscilla catch a beating here at 6.9K. And I think she knocks her out. I really do. I think she knocks her out. Gina hasn't shown me anything but in previous fights, like she fought Instagram model. Another fight I saw, she was out of gas. She told her corner, I'm going to throw up. I mean, just like, ugh. But yeah, guys, dog or pass for me here. There is no way, even for betting purposes. Give me Priscilla catch a beating via knockout. I don't know what the odds are on that, but I would take that as a shot. I will have zero ownership of Gina Mazzani here at 9.3K. That's just wow. I literally laughed out loud when I saw that. I had to look 3 times to make sure it wasn't an error. But yeah, give me catch a beating here at 6.9K via knockout. All right. So next up, we got Andrea Lee. We got another ladies battle here versus not Savchenko, who you think, her sister, Antonia Savchenko. So here we go. Andrea Lee, she's built like a tank. She's 7K. Savchenko, 9.2K. Are you serious? DraftKings. I haven't even looked at what FanDuel prices are yet, guys, but my God. This is what I mean by I'm going to leave tons of salary on the table this week. And Andrea Lee, man, she's a striker. She has good boxing, decent leg kicks, does go for takedowns. Like I said, she's built like a little tank. By saying that, though, she can be taken down at will herself. Not very good takedown defense. She's a very high volume output striker, which scores with the judges. And they're in Texas, so we all know how screwy these Texas judges are. So we'll see what happens. Antonia, she's a striker. I mean, her grappling's been improving. I would imagine she's been working on it since Valentina's been working on it. If you notice in Valentina's last fights, she's gone to her wrestling. And Antonia is just with her by her side 24/7. So you would think she's worked on it. But she has no ground game to speak of from what I've seen. And she also can be taken down at will. Give me Andrea Lee, KGB Lee here at 7K. Probably the safest bet on the card here would be to go to distance. Just take it goes to the judges. You want to take Andrea Lee, goes to the judges, it's plus money. I think it's even plus money for Antonia to go the distance. So but I'm picking a winner here at Andrea Lee at 7K over Antonina Shevchenko, guys. But Antonina could surprise me. If she comes out and all of a sudden she's Kurt Angle, she's been working with her sister. So, all right, next up, the people's main event here. This fight right here is a full fade for me. Full fade. No disrespect to these guys. How can I say this the nice way possible? I don't know if these guys, well, yeah, they deserve to be in the UFC. I mean, Jordan Wright, let me get to the prices first. Jamie Pickett, 8.1K. Jordan Wright, 8.1K. This one is the definition of a coin flip. Jamie Pickett coming from the Dana's White Contender Series. Lost an unanimous decision 4 months ago and then knocked out. I don't know who this dude is. Patty Cake, knocked him out on Dana White Contender Series 8 months ago. So he's a striker. He is. He's just not very good at it, and he's very stiff. He stands in the middle to get hit. Very low volume. We don't like that for fantasy purposes. Then you got Jordan Wright, the Beverly Hills Ninja, man. If you look at the record of people he's fought, go take a look at it. Go take a look at it. He did have an impressive win, though, in a doctor's cut stoppage against Ike Villanueva. So he caught him the very first spinning kick. This guy does a lot of spinning kicks, a lot. That's his go-to. Caught him with the very first one, and then caught him with some sharp knees, man. In the clinch, Jordan Wright's pretty dangerous in the clinch, guys. Those knees are fucking dangerous. Jamie Pickett, though, man, it's just, do I have to pick a winner here? Do I really have to pick a winner? Oh God, I will say for betting purposes, I would take that somebody gets knocked out here. I would just do that way if you're gonna hit the sports books. Somebody's going out early. I would take the under 1.5 here. God, to pick a winner though. I mean, Jordan Wright did lose to Buckley when Buckley was knocking people's heads off. Give me Jordan Wright here, I guess. I mean, I think if they're clinched up in the clinch, Jordan Wright's going to throw those knees. Jamie Pickett just no output, man. So I'm going to pick a winner. If I have the gun to my head, give me Jordan Wright, but this is anybody's fight. Go outside, flip a coin, pick a winner. There you go. But for betting purposes, take the under here, under 1.5. That's what I would do. All right. So we're moving right along here. Next up, and the weigh-ins today. Oh my God, I've never seen so many boxes of shame people had to use. A lot of people had a tough time cutting weight today. Mike Grundy versus Lando Calrissian Banata. Mike Gundy's 8.2K. Lando's 8K. Mike Grundy, he's a grappler, man. Grappler versus a flashy striker here. Give me the grappler every time. Takedowns. Submission specialist. This cardio is a little questionable. I believe he was over. Maybe I think he was over like a half a pound at the weigh-in, but he's fine. Lando Veneta, like I get striker. He does throw a lot of high volume. He's flashy. You know, he likes to throw the roundhouses, the jumping knees and shit. He puts on a show. The thing is, the problem in his game is he can be taken down. And what do you think Mike Grundy's going to do? He ain't going to stand there and fight with this guy, jab and box with him. He's going to take him down. Give me Mike Grundy, and I think we're getting a good price here at 8.2K on DraftKings, just for the pure takedown points and control time points. For betting purposes, I would take Grundy. Guys, they're going to go to the decision. I would take either a late finish by Grundy submission finish, or it goes to the judges. But yeah, give me Mike Grundy here at 8.2K on DraftKings. And then Sportsbook, I'd say either a third round finish or Grundy by decision. All right, so moving right along. We got Ronaldo Jacare Souza versus Andre Muniz, guys. So Souza 8.5K, Muniz 7.7K. Souza coming off that bad knockout loss to Kevin Holland. We all saw it. He was, going backward on the ground and got knocked out. Hasn't looked great in his last 5 fights. He's lost 4 of his last 5. We all know his thing. Souza is a grappler. He's a wrestler. Great cardio for a 41-year-old. I will give him that. But lost 4 out of his last 5. You got Andre Muniz, who's also a grappler. Goes for takedowns. He's a submission specialist. Now, are we going to go with experience here? Because you got grappler versus grappler. You would have to think that Souza, with that fight IQ, is a lot better grappler than Muniz. See, he lost to Holland. Jan Blachowicz. I mean, these are contenders. Jack Hermanson, right? So don't let this fool you. He beat Chris Weidman by TKO punches 2 years ago. And then Kelvin Gastelum. That's who he's lost against. Um, not too impressed with these wins here. So yeah, give me Souza here at 8.5K. Um, I feel pretty good about it because I'm looking at it as this way, guys. It's grappler versus grappler. I'm gonna take the guy with more experience at 41 years old. I mean, I don't see Muniz knocking him out like Kevin Holland did. So yeah, give me Souza at 8.5K. As far as betting purposes, this one probably goes to the judges. Give me Souza by decision. All right. So moving right along. This one ought to be fun though. I can't wait for this one. You got Shane Burgos, who's all pumped up today at the weigh-ins, man. I love his energy, versus Edison Barboza. No spring chicken at 35. But Shane's 30, so it is what it is. Shane Burgos, 8.4K on DraftKings. Edison Barboza, 7.8K. Like I said, Shane looked great at the weigh-ins today. He's jumping around, like jumping off the scales, yelling like, yeah, yeah, let's go. Shane's a striker, good boxing, high output, killer be killed, man. I love watching fighters like that. Throws these nasty calf kicks. Barboza's a striker. He throws powerful kicks himself, powerful punches, but he's taken a lot of damage lately. And at the weigh-ins too, he didn't look very confident. Didn't look very confident at all. It looked like he didn't even want to be there. So yeah, give me Shane Burgos. I feel really confident here. I think Burgos gets him out of there. A lot of people think it's going to go to the judges. I don't think so. I think Burgos is going to get him out of there. So give me Burgos at 8.4K. I'd say take a late finish, like maybe a third round finish. But yeah, one of my more confident picks on the card, man. All right, man. Have you guys seen these? What is it? Well, Diego Sanchez. I'm trying to think of his new trainer / lover, whatever. That's their business. But man, these training videos. Another one came out. They're starting to look like these snuff films, man. I got a feeling the third one we're gonna see, the next one, we're gonna see poor Diego in like a leather gimp contest with like a plastic ball in his mouth, and then his trainer just slapping him in the face instead of with his fist, probably slapping him in the face with his penis or something. I mean, it's getting really weird over there, man. They need to just stop with that. I feel bad for Diego, man. I really do. All right, so moving right along, I just thought I'd throw that nugget in there. Why this one's on the main card, I don't know. Kaylin Chukagian versus Vivian Araújo. Kaylin Chukagian's known for one thing, and that's screaming at the top of her lungs with every strike, which apparently works with judges. I think she's gotten a lot of decisions that she didn't deserve, and I think the only thing I can think of is that she'll get outstruck 2-1, but somehow she'll get the decision every time. She's 8.9K. Arugio is 7.4K. Caitlin needed the box of shame today, but I don't think that's a problem. I think she expected to make weight. Ruggiero came in there, made weight just fine, gave a nice flex on the what's up, Schroeder? Schroeder's my cat sitting there. He wants to come on here on the scale. I don't know about this one, guys. I'm probably gonna fade this one. Kaylin Jukakian, we all know she's a striker. She's lanky, kind of tall and lanky for the division. Again, she's a screamer. Sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes it's annoying in a fight. She uses her reach very well to keep the fighters at bay. She came in, like I said, weigh-ins. Not worried about that. Araujo, she's a striker, good boxing, good takedown defense. The only thing with her is her chin and her cardio is kind of questionable. So, but she's looked great, man. She's looked great. Roxanne, she beat Roxanne 3 months ago. Montana De La Rosa. I mean, these are pretty good names here. Beat her 8 months ago. This one, for sure, is going to go to the judges. For sure. The safest bet here would be this fight goes to the judges. But yeah, something tells me that we're going to get screwed in the old prison pocket with if we take Arugio here at 7.4, that Caitlin's going to steal a decision from the judges, even though she didn't deserve it. Give me Vivian here, Arugio at 7.4K. But I think it goes to the judges. But at 7.4K, who cares, right? You'll take it. So yeah, give me Viviani here. I'm not impressed with you, Chukagian with her. She's just, maybe it's personal for me. Maybe I just don't like the annoying way she fights. I don't know. And how she just sways these judges. I don't know how she does it. I really don't know. All right. So that's a fight where, you go to the restroom break, go grill something outside. And yeah, it's a nice opportunity there. Next up, this one got moved way the hell up. We got Matt Schnell versus Rogerio. Rogerio looked like shit today on the weigh-ins, guys. Did not look good. Did not make weight. He did not look good, which swayed me even more to pick Matt Schnell here. Matt Schnell's 8.9K. Rogerio's 7.3K. Matt Schnell's a striker, good boxing, also a grappler, well-rounded fighter. He's fast. His chin is questionable, right? Those good submissions, man, and goes for takedowns while he's got you on the ground. He'll throw in a submission. And Rogerio, all right, Schroeder, you can come up. Rogerio, he's a striker, grappler, another well-round fighter. Questionable chin also. He goes for takedowns. But again, for me, I was kind of maybe looking at Rogerio here, but the weigh-ins was the icing on the cake for me. Give me Matt Schnell here at 8.9K. Rogerio just looked lost up there. He looked lost. Matt Schnell looked great. Someone's getting knocked out here, and it's not necessarily a knockout. Someone's going to get finished here. But I think Matt Schnell knocks him out. I think he gets it done being knockout. So give me Matt Schnell 8.9K for sports betting. Give me Schnell by KO, guys. All right. Next up, we got the co-main event of the evening, and my God, I've been back and forth on this one. Back and forth on this one. Tony Ferguson versus Beneil Dariush. Ferguson 7.6K. That's kind of cheap. Beneil Dariush 8.6K. That's fine. We all know Tony's lost 2 in a row. Part of me thinks, now, call me a conspiracy theorist here, but I think Tony does better when there's fans in the building. Those 2 fights he lost, I'm not making excuses for him. I'm not a Tony Ferguson fanboy by any means. But those 2 fights he lost were with no fans in the stadium. And they were against great Justin Gaethje, for God's sakes, and then the man fighting for the freaking title, Oliveira, on this card. So no slouches, man. Remember, he's on a 12-fight winning streak. He hit a little bump here. Now the question is, he's 37 years old. Did Justin Gaethje break him? Right? He hasn't looked the same since. Maybe it's the haircut. He looks like shit with a shaved head. I wish he'd grow that shit out again. It looks like he's dying or something, right? Dariush, man, not a fan. Personally, not a fan. I'm just annoyed. He's just annoying. He's just like no energy, like no charisma. They're showing the UFC, the little vlog series they do. He's got his boring, he's got his wife with him. She never smiles. It's just like for fighting sakes, for UFC sakes, I hope Tony wins here. And then moves on and gets a title shot that he's deserved for a long time. Tony's a striker, fast, picks people apart. He's not known for his power punches. Good grappling. He's on the decline though. But again, who am I to say that? They're high level fighters. And again, I think the no fans did make a difference. You saw the fans when they were cheering him on during the press conference. Like you can see he's got a little more jump in his step. He sounds a little more confident now. Dariush, man, he's a striker. He's on a streak, man. He's on a good winning. I'm not going to take that from him. Good boxing. He's a grappler, takedowns. Great. Oh, just he can do everything, man. First attempt though today, he did miss weight on his first attempt. Had to come back after an hour, made weight just fine. So the fight's still on. I'm going to have both sides of this on DraftKings. Tony Ferguson, 7.6. Dariush, 8.6. Oh, man. I want Tony to win. I really do. Dariush, though, is no slouch, man. But since I have to pick a winner, Give me Tony Ferguson here at 7.6K. I think he gets off the schneid. I think with the fans in the building, may even sway the judges. Judges are weird like that. I think it goes the distance for sure. I think it goes the distance. But give me Tony Ferguson by split decision here, guys. But I will have some shares of Dariush. Don't get me wrong, I will. But I'll probably be more overweight on Tony Ferguson, or I'll just fade this fight completely. I have no problem fading this fight. I will just kick back, watch it as a fan, and root for Tony. All right, so here we are, guys. I'm looking so forward to this one. The main event of the evening. Charlos Oliveira, 8.7K. I think he's too cheap. Michael Chandler, 7.5K. He's still, a little too cheap. Man, did Oliveira look great in his last fight against Tony Ferguson or what? With that grappling, he was able to do things to Tony Ferguson that nobody's ever been able to. Looked unstoppable. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that. I think a lot of people are looking at Michael Chandler, who I love. I think is great for the sport. I love his charisma. I love the way he cuts promos. Like, I'm a Ric Flair fan. Like, I'm a wrestling fan. I want to see more of that. I want to see Chandler win just to see him cut another promo. He's a striker. He's a wrestler. He's very strong, man. I think he might be juicing, but that's a whole topic for another day. He looks great. Charles Oliveira, man, he's a grappler. He goes for takedowns. He's a striker. If he gets Michael Chandler down, I think Michael Chandler's in deep trouble getting back up to his feet. Charles Oliveira just gets better and better and better with every fight, especially with his grappling, man. Chandler's going to pay if he comes in close. Oliveira's one of them tall, lanky fighters. Well, he'll try and keep him at a distance. He'll throw those front kicks to keep him at bay. But Michael Chandler, man, he's riding high right now. He's riding really high. He has a lot of fan support. Go USA. Yes. Do I want Michael Chandler to win this one? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I'll jump on the bandwagon here. But I don't know if it's going to happen. Give me Charles Oliveira here, guys, at 8.7K. I think it goes to the distance, goes to the judges, all 5 rounds. So if you want to stack this fight, I guess you could, but it's not good if you got Michael Chandler and he's on his back the whole freaking fight. But I think Charles Oliveira not only gets a win here, it goes to the decision, but I think it scores really high with all the takedowns, all the control time. But yeah, my money's on the line, so I'm going to pick Charles here. But the guy I want to win is Michael Chandler, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably again on this one, I'll probably be like 3-2 Oliveira with Chandler. I will have exposure to Chandler in my DraftKings lineups. But yeah, give me Charles Oliveira here for the win and becomes the new champion in this very, very strong division, guys. So that's my take. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a message in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because, guys, do you like sports, DFS? I do NBA. I do MLB, NHL, NFL, everything, guys. And if you want to join the family, you want to get in the Discord, guys, it's dfsclub.com. We're the cheapest in the industry. It's not even close. You got Space and myself. You don't just get UFC, guys. You get every single sport known to mankind. NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports, EuroLeague basketball. Let's go, guys. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and then pick your plans. Again, we are the cheapest in the business, and it's not even close. You don't just get UFC, ladies and gentlemen. You get every single sport. So come join the family, guys. We do prize picks, sports book, gaming, whatever. We do it all, guys. So go check us out. The best thing going right now. As far as I think we're growing better too with the sports book community. So we're trying to grow on both fantasy, DraftKings, FanDuel, and sportsbook betting. So let's go, guys. Hopefully it's just a great card like last time. I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward to the last 2 fights. The other ones, Jesus. But with that said, I'm going to leave Lots of money on the table. I think there's a lot more ways to get edges on this card as far as like a betting and a DraftKings perspective. So I don't think there'll be 100 people tie for the takedown. I think it'll be a lot less. So let's see. The more money you leave on the table, the more of a chance you have of taking down with a lot less people. I'll put it to you that way. So I run 3 lineups, guys. I rarely do more than 3, and I feel pretty good about this one. So, all right, guys. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. Come check us out, dfsclub.com, and I will see you guys at the top. Take care, guys.